What is your perception of how Brand India is positioned right now? Is it a good brand, weak brand, work to be done brand?
To my mind, 6% rate of growth is not adequate. If other countries could grow at 9.6%, Japan grew at 9.5% for 3 decades. Korea grew at 9.2% for 3 decades. China has grown at 10% plus for 3 decades. The only way for you to build Brand India is if you are able to grow at 9% plus for a 3-decade period.
We have realized that growth is the biggest deterrence for us. Today we are 11 times bigger than Pakistan, and hence Turkey and Azerbaijan can think of supporting Pakistan. If we become 20 times bigger than Pakistan, they'll think 10 times before supporting Pakistan. Our markets are already one of the most premium valuation in the world. You are like Shubman Gill. हर कोई सोचता है कि आप डबल सेंचुरी तो मार ही दोगे. We have to now aim for scoring triple century.
More importantly, when you look at GCCs a while ago, which is what set up about, let's say I was talking about 20 years ago to 10 years ago, to where they are today, I think it went from a broad transformation of focusing on cost arbitrage to having, labor arbitrage and so on and so forth. Today, I think the evolution that we have seen in these GCCs are phenomenal. Many of them have made India as a technology hub, innovation hub. So today, I think there are more GCCs who are actually leveraging India for its innovation talent, innovation capability, high-end talent, as opposed to the ones which they came for in the beginning. So they came for the cost advantage, but they stayed for the innovation and the ability for them to do.
They came for cost and then stayed on because of the quality.
The quality, and then also the ability for them to influence the revenue for the parent company.
I think there's a whole new sort of young people who have aspired to do startups and become entrepreneurs. I think that's a big change. If you go back to the 80s and the 70s, the Indian middle class, the young people were brought up to study hard, get the grades, get great admissions, and get good jobs, or go overseas. Right? They were not brought up to become entrepreneurs. So this new entrepreneur class is very often the kind of entrepreneur that gets VC funding. And they try and build companies. So you look at startup after startup that has become big and valuable, right? It's these kind of people who started them. They're not inheritors, they're first generation.
I think India's stance is something that I agree with 100%. I think we are a nation of 1.4, 1.5 billion people. We saw the GDP results of the first quarter. I think outstanding results. No one expected this kind of growth. So it's an economy which is alive and kicking.
Not a dead economy, as Trump says.
It's an economy that's alive and kicking and has tremendous potential. But we need to do much more to unlock that potential. And in doing that, I think we should have good, meaningful engagement, whether it's a small country, whether it's a country of our size, whether it's a large country, as equals. And in an open, transparent way, and trying to create win-win situations. I think that's what the government is doing. The government is very clear that they will not buckle down under any pressure.
The power of domestic tourism. So we should talk about that. And I think that is the way to go forward. But foreign tourists, inbound tourists should and can be the icing on the cake. There's no reason we shouldn't get them. You already called out what India has. In fact, I like to, I would go out on a limb and say what we have, no other single country has. We have the whole package, no matter what kind of tourist you are. So obviously, we have history and legacy, and we have phenomenal wealth in even the, whether it's our temples or it's yoga or it's alternate therapies and it's Ayurveda. But then for the youth, I think we've got some of the best adventure you can do in the Himalayas, in the oceans. We have 2 stunning oceans and seas. And, Andamans has been open for a long, long time. And if, one hasn't been there, one hasn't really seen the beauty of the sea. But now Lakshadweep is opening.
2014 में हमारी जब सरकार आई, तो हमारी सरकार में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने ये डिक्लेयर किया था कि हमारी पहली प्रायोरिटी इस देश के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को अच्छा बनाने के लिए है. वाटर, पावर, ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड कम्युनिकेशन. और मुझे हाईवेज की और उस समय शिपिंग का भी काम मैंने काफ़ी दिनों तक किया. तो हाईवेज का काम करते हुए मुझे विरासत में 406 प्रोजेक्ट थे जो बंद पड़े थे, अकाउंट एनपी हुए थे 3,85,000 करोड़ के। उसमें से 40,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट, मैं 2015 की बात कर रहा हूँ, हमने टर्मिनेट किए और बाकी प्रोजेक्ट फिर से चलवाए। और हमारी डिपार्टमेंट ने और हम सब के सहयोग से हमने भारतीय बैंकों को 3 लाख करोड़ के एनपीए से बचाया। ये जो देखा ये न्यूज़रील थी, असली फिल्म शुरू होना बाकी है। इसलिए मैं ये कहता हूँ अभी हम लोग 38 एक्सिस कंट्रोल ग्रीन एक्सप्रेस हाईवे बना रहे हैं
और उसके लिए लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट पर आपको ध्यान देना
लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट है हमारी 16%। मैं आपको इसी साल के एंड में मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूँ कि लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट 16 से सिंगल डिजिट 9% पे आएंगी।
The CAGR, compounded annual growth rate, of all 8 states of the Northeast have ranged between 12 to 13%. So they are 2x the national average, and they're close to about 3.5 to 4x of the global average. We had 9 airports in 2014. We today have 17 airports in 2025. If you look at waterways, we had a single waterway in 2014. Today we have 20 waterways. The railways has built close to about 2,000 kilometers of rail tracks in the Northeast. Aswal has been connected just 3 or 4 days ago. We're going to connect Sikkim soon. Our aim is that by next year, we should have connected all 8 capitals by railheads. So there has been a transformation. There's close to about 80,000 crores worth of rail tracks being laid as we speak. And therefore, this fulcrum, if you will, or this base or foundation that the Prime Minister has laid is now ready, future ready for investment, which is what the Northeast Investment Summit was about this past weekend on the 23rd and 24th of May, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister.